All right, sorry, we had a little bit of a technical interruption there, but as I was carrying on about how much I really am fond of this race, and that it is because of this Labor Day weekend in Hawaii. Hawaiian is our host culture, and that's a history that's really the core or the nucleus of local culture for me, at least. And Queen Lili'uokalani was born around this time, and she was our last monarch. So we want to wish our queen a happy birthday, and we honor her memory as we all are out here enjoying, perpetuating a not only Hawaiian but a Polynesian sport that we're so excited to be able to share, not only with our other Polynesian cultures around the world, but with all of our different cultures, you know, and skin colors and tones and wherever you're from and whatever your background is. Outrigger Paddling has something for you. So great to be here.
This is such an international race. People from all over the place. I know there's a crew from Germany here.
Yes.
I talked to people from New Zealand,
Yes.
from Tahiti, from Canada, from all over to come to enjoy this. And it's just great to see that all these people enjoy outrigger canoe paddling from so many places.
Yeah.
That they're doing this where they live, in the rivers or in the lake, or if they're lucky enough in the ocean.
Right.
And to come here and just enjoy it all together, sort of celebrate the love of the sport and the activity, to get together with some people in a canoe and do this thing together and be a team.
Yep. Speak of getting together, look at that, Va. These girls got it together. They are looking good. Hard for us to see what crew that is because their sticker is on the other side of their front manu. But with the way they're moving, I'm sure we'll be paying attention to them as they get closer to the finish line. They are looking good in that unlimited Matahina.
Yeah, as we get up towards the finish line, which we still got a little time left here before that, but we're going to have to start trying to differentiate as a canoe is coming close to the finish line, what division they're in. You know, is this a Matahina? Is this a unlimited? Is this a spec boat? And so
they look good.
Yes, they
nice
do.
Nice big stroke. Nice
and
power there from
got
their...
a little race within the race going on here already. These two Matahinas right next to each other.
There's some Canadian ladies out there in the background. You saw the flag on the back there?
Yes.
You know, the Canadian women really impressed me during the World Sprints. There was, in fact, one race, I want to say it was the 50 or 60s women, that I want to say 60s actually, that they took first, second, and third place. It was kind of cool. They're good. You know, that Canada definitely has a long history of like flatwater kayak racing and rowing, and they have a ton of beautiful waterways out there, and I'm sure it was just a small leap for them to adopt outrigger paddling. It's a lot of the same body mechanics. It's a lot of the same understanding timing and flow and drive and catch that we talk about in outrigger paddling. I'm sure all of those things are the same in these different craft that they're used to, and so it was an easy transition for the Canadians in particular to come through there.
Yeah, I talked to some people yesterday from False Creek. They've got at least a couple women's irons crew and a men's iron crew, and I think a Kapuna crew. There's some people here from the VOS, which is Vancouver Ocean Sports.
Nice.
They also have 3 crews, a 40-plus women's, an open women's iron, and a 40-plus men's crew. So, I think there's a lot of people from Canada here, which is
this
awesome.
is something that I had been thinking about, certainly on the heels of the World Sprints and seeing all these international crews and age groups and stuff. Canoe paddling, especially V6, is something that I think gets more fun the older you get, right? You think about it. When you're young, it's great. It's fun. You're learning something new. You're out in the ocean. When you get to the open age, you know, it's very competitive. You're going all out. But then you get to the point where, like, you're retired. You could travel and do all these races. You get to practice with friends that you've made over the years that have become some of your best friends and really are your social circle. And so, although your body might not be as strong, I think just the fact of being a paddler and on a team and getting to race is certainly probably more fun the older you get, and that's why we see so much interest in all of these like 50s, 60s, 70s crews, and how many actually athletes, like real athletes, are out here doing it. It's kind of cool.
That's right. And I think as you get older too, in some ways you appreciate it. I don't want to say you appreciate it more, but you appreciate the fact that you were able to get away from all your responsibilities, from work or whatever's happening, and you get out there on the ocean together and just embrace that
Yep.
moment out there with your friends.
Yep. And it's like, holy crap, I can still do this. Yeah. And it keeps you healthy over time. And so I think there's a lot to be said about the value and the appeal of the older, for lack of a better term, we'll call it kupuna paddling. We're looking at crew number 147. This is, of course, unlimited. This is the ASLOHA Wahine.
Asloha Wahine.
Asloha.
So unless they've made a typo here,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be Aloha Wahine, but it says Asloha Wahine.
Or they're 1S short.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So this doesn't really, our list here doesn't really tell us where the people are from unless you put that into
another
your
one of our
crew
fun
name.
crews,
Yes. So can't quite see the number of that, but there you can see sort of the span of how far these canoes are getting spread out. And there are some canoes that are even further in than what you can see on the screen here. So lots of canoes sort of you can see on the outside, and we've got another big group on the inside as well.
This is great. I think there's a appeal for this race for our paddlers from New Zealand. It's their coming out of their winter right now. It's been cold for a few months, and I'm sure they're dying for some nice sunny weather, and for them to come up to Hawaii, whether it's for the World Sprints or the Queen of Lili'uokalani race. They're like, it's so warm, and the water temperature is great, and everything is green and sunny. I'm sure they love coming out here to the Big Island to race.
But that's also a hardship for some of these crews because it is winter where they are.
And how do you practice?
Trying to practice and
My
get
goodness.
ready for a warm weather race. And so that's another adjustment when you're coming in the heat. But also just for them to be able to have the time to get out on the water and where it's warm enough to do so and not be in all the neoprene and your booties on, knowing you're going to come here and race in this weather.
I don't know if I would be a six-man paddler in those temperatures, man. That's rough.
Especially if you're trying to do water changes.
Oh, 9-man is out when the water temperature is that cold.
But people are doing that all over. I mean, even in California or the west coast of the United States, the air temperature is warm, but the water is deceivingly cold.
Yes.
You get in there, and in Hawaii we're so spoiled here to have the ocean be as warm it is, and no problem jumping in and out of it, and actually feels pretty good when you're.
Oh yeah, you can't wait to make a change here. And we were talking about that with my friend John Herbert. He's from New Zealand. There's a Hulakai girls on there, unlimited. But when you do 9-man here, you jump onto the escort boat and you got a cooler full of towels on ice because you want to cool down. Over there, they have a cooler full of warm towels to warm you up when you get on their escort boat. Here you go. Can we get a number on this crew, maybe?
Beautiful unlimited canoe, though.
Oh.
These ladies look comfortable.
Is that 148? Looks like a Huinalu crew based upon the color of the boat and the color of their jersey. 44 maybe. 448.
448.
At least I had the 48 part. Good. I think the numbers really vary based upon what division they're in.
Yep, our list unfortunately doesn't go up
Yeah,
that
it
high
doesn't
in
go
the
to
number.
448, but that's all right. We'll catch up with those ladies later. Nice paddling here from
here
Miss Gang.
you can see what it's like to sort of be in the pack in the unlimited canoe, sneaking up on other
Wow,
canoes.
look at this.
And
What's going on here? That steer. Why is she following so close? There you go.
This
Spread
is
it out
the
a
point
little.
where you look at the other
Spreading it
canoe
out,
and say,
spreading
big
it out a
ocean,
little.
big ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you right next to me?
They could be trying to draft.
Yeah, it's just like how I feel
that's
when
a
I go to the
skill set.
beach, and and then we put out your mat, your huli, and somebody comes and pulls right up next. She's like, "Brah, you have this whole beach over here. You gonna sit next to me?"
Well, clearly you picked the best part.
Hey, well, get there earlier.
So another unlimited canoe, and as you can see, they can see other canoes up ahead of them that started earlier, so trying to work their way up through the pack. Another Kaiopua canoe. I wonder how many canoes Kaiopua has in this race. Not of their crews, but just canoes, because they have clearly lent out a lot.
I would say an easy 10.
So we've got our friend Amy Young from Kaiopua Canoe Club here with us, and
122.
Probably about 25 canoes out there from Kaiopua.
Oh, wow, I underestimated that. That was Canoe 122. That was Fairway Gorge Paddling Club, 50 plus. See, I'm telling you, there's a lot of these like 50 pluses and all that. These ladies are from Canada.
It says this is their first season competing as a crew, although they've all paddled and steered with their club for years. So this is their first year being actually together in the same boat.
Cool.
They have, this is difficult.
This is a different crew now, I think, though.
6 steersmen in one
Oh,
boat.
God. No, thank you.
And then their little note they put, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, right. Your other left.
Yep, we always have that comment. People are steering from seat 1. Well, yeah, look at this beautiful shot of all the canoes spread out all over the course. Different canoe types, different starting times. And there's us, Kalei.
Hey, look at there.
Yeah, so all these canoes are looking down the coastline there, trying to judge what is that last point that they need to get to turn around. Some people will be tucking in a bit and then kind of coming out along the points along the way, whereas other ones are further outside and they're just kind of aiming down for where it is that they want to turn in on the finish. And some people will know that course better than others. They've done this race a number of times, or maybe they practice over here, and so they know exactly where they're going visually, looking up ahead of where that finish line is. Everybody else is probably just more watching where the canoes are going ahead of them and judging from time. Okay, I've got, another hour to go, or a little bit longer, a little bit less, and sort of basing their effort on the sort of the estimated time that they think is going to need to do this race. Here we're going to try to zoom in on this canoe and see who we're looking at here. I think this is a 175 or 176 maybe. Oh, 179.
Can we look at that crew?
So there you're looking at Wailea Canoe Club from Japan. Oh, this is the Wailea Canoe Club from Japan. I actually was talking with some of the guys yesterday from Wailea on Maui, and they met some of the Wailea Canoe Club people from Japan. So there's 2 Wailea Canoe Clubs, one in Maui and one in Japan. This is a women's 40-plus iron crew here.
Wow, all the way from Japan.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, they've got their little flag on the back.
Oh, I see it. Yep, little Japanese flag back there. They filled out our questionnaire card here, but it's all in kanji, so we're unable to read it to you folks. But we're working on getting it translated right now. And they borrowed a canoe from Kauai High. I wonder to them if this feels like big water or not.
Yeah, I'm sure Japan also has a variety of conditions as well, so it might depend on where their club is, what kind of water they're able to get out into.
Don't touch my mustache. Look at them go. All right. Go Japan. All right, if you wondered whether this was international or not, there you go.
Yeah, great to have those ladies here.
Wailea, Japan.
So this shot, really, you can kind of see what our weather is like here today. Pretty
beautiful,
sunny. Some clouds on the horizon that I think have been brought by the hurricanes passing by, but most of the clouds burned off, and got a nice, beautiful sunny day.
Wow, look at that field there. As you can see, things start to spread out, and then it's funny as we close in on the finish line, they start to come together a little better. And I'm sure a lot of these steerswomen are trying to feel the water. Does it feel like the current's with them or against them or what? But I think we're gonna head back over to our gals from.
Wow, these guys have a beautiful jersey.
Where is that from? Is that? Oh, that is that a This looks like a First Nations crew, possibly from Canada or something. 230.
Or maybe one. Yeah, it's hard for us to pick out the number
Yeah.
there.
All right, we're back to our ladies from Japan, Crew 179. Crew 179, they borrowed a canoe from Kauai High Canoe Club here on the Big Island, on the northern Kona coast. And they are doing great out here. Oh, here we go.
Yep. Here we
All
are.
right. Kind of cool. Sorry about our eye line a lot of times is not looking at you folks in camera, although really you are the center of our universe. But we have a little monitor down here to our left that we're always turning and looking at, and that's allowing us to see exactly what you guys see out here. There's our supporters. That would be the men's crew for this same Japanese Wailea crew, and they're going to go ahead and switch out down at Honau now. So they're kind of getting a ride down in the escort boat and being able to check it out once they get to the other side.
Yeah, it's probably great for these women to have their fan club and supporters there on a motorboat following them, cheering them along. It's always nice to hear people cheering for you when you're paddling.
Oh, yeah. They brought their own cheering section.
Yep, and they're probably going to, maybe the women are going to do the same for them when they're going back up, and they'll be in the escort boat, possibly with their men's crew cheering them on. Okay, this actually, this looks like a mixed crew. This is the first mixed crew that we pulled up next to here.
Yeah. They put the uncles in the middle on this one, huh? Nice work by this mixed crew.
So it looks like they've got their men in seats 1, 3, and 4. See, mixed crews do all kinds of things when it comes to where they place their people. So we're trying to take a little look here and see if we can figure out who this crew is. Oh, this looks like this could be the 50 plus from Kaiola. I believe that's over on Kauai.
Oh, over from the island of Kauai. Killer. Ooh, a 50s mixed.
Yep.
All right. Man, it is a beautiful morning here out in Kona, and I can feel, and it's not only the increased speed of our camera boat here, but you can feel there's more wind to be had now as we're making our way down the course. And as is often the case in Hawaii, as, you know, the land warms up in the sea, and so we're changing. The conditions will be changing constantly throughout the day. It's not going to be a consistent look for these paddlers right now. So,
yeah, the headwind is picking up for the women here, which means the men are going to have.
And this is another one of This is another. Hopefully, they get some nice cool breezes. And if this wind line keeps up, Katie, we'll be able to have a tailwind for our men, which I know you maybe like a headwind because it cools you off, Katie, but man,
more tailwind is good though.
Tailwind is always good.
Yes.
I'm happy to get cooled down from the back and get a little push.
Definitely.
That's always good.
Yeah, if there's enough of a wind that it cools you off and pushes you.
Look at this beautiful sunny day. I'm so thankful they're allowing us to wear hats on this one, keeping me off the sun.
So right now we're passing Keoho Bay, so we've gone about 5 or 6 miles in the race so far. So
5 or 6 miles. Okay,
we're
about a quarter
third of the way.
Yeah. Depending how you look at it, depending where you are. So this is that Kalahuikai is this the Kalawikai Juniors again? I believe it is. I'm kind of recognizing it by the jerseys and the canoe that they had been paddling earlier. But look at that, smooth. So this is a juniors development team out of the island of Oahu. A lot of these ladies are still high school students, and they look like they're really smooth. And Kalawikai really does a lot in training their paddlers, both Kane and Wahine, in different modes. And so this is the So Juicy crew right here from the Big Island. So Juicy, our buddy Kwai Chang sponsors them, and he's the guy, if you were tuning into our IVF World Sprints, that was getting us all the beet juice and all the ginger and kale juices in the morning. And they were the folks that sponsored that big concert that happened with Ikena Scanlon and Sudden Rush, that they moved into the Edith Kanakaole Stadium. And so these ladies wanted me to send them a shout out on the screen. Their team So Juicy, and they wanted us to know that the juice is worth the squeeze.
Great.
I'm not so sure what a 40 plus, and I believe they are in
Matahina
in the Matahina, yeah. And so they're Viva Ole. They are fearless is the name of that crew canoe out in the front, and beautiful paddling by these ladies. They know how to make it last, right? You know, when you got that ripe fruit, you got to know how to make the squeeze last. And again, we're back here on our Kalawikai Juniors.
I believe that they have 2 iron teenage girl crews
Okay.
here. Yep.
Okay. Not sure if this is they shipped over from Oahu or not, but I'd like to see the significance of that circle with the 16. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah. So these juniors are somewhere between 15 and 18 years old. Yep.
Again, that's So Juicy crew right there. So we're getting a look at a 40s crew, and then we're looking at a juniors crew. And so you can really see the different, just because you are different age groups, they can still be competitive with each other. They're not racing within the same division, but they're on the course, and they're always going to be, anytime there's 2 canoes next to each other, we're going to have a race. And so we'll be able to see some of that coming up. We'll be having a lot of battles throughout the field. But again, this is Kalawikai you're seeing in front of you. This is a 18 and under development crew from the island of Oahu. A lot of our top high school paddlers there that you have to get invited to be part of Kalawikai, and then you can start training with them. They train V1, surf ski, paddleboard, everything. And so these young ladies and young men actually get a lot of multi-modalities, should we say. That's how you really develop into a good waterman or waterwoman is you do a bunch of different stuff. I mean, like right. You, Katie, you do all kind, right? You don't just do one thing, right? Roger that.
Yeah, well, and that's good if you got to look out where the conditions are that day. Is there no wind, there's surf, you go surfing. If there's wind and no surf, then you go sailing, or you windsurf, or
you do a downwind run. Yeah, exactly.
So,
right.
Yep, just take advantage of what's out there.
If you love getting out in the ocean, you got to have a number of different weapons in your arsenal, shall we say.
I see these kids a lot when I drive by their canoe site in Hawaii Kai, and they're always doing something different. Like you said, one day I see them out there on the paddle boards and on the surf skis or on the one-mans. And so, yeah, that's a really great training program for them.
All right, we're coming up on crew number 155. 155. This is we're getting to it, folks. We're getting to it. This is a 60-plus Noosa Pelicans. I think Noosa is, was that a crew out of Australia, right? Yes. So these ladies are from Down Under. And they're with us. Is that a mix, or is that, yeah, it's a ladies crew. Looking good over there. And smooth, right? That's the deal today, right? Especially at this part of the race. You're just trying to ease your way through the bulk of this race to the midpoint of it. You're trying to conserve energy, have a stroke and an effort that is going to make the canoe glide, but it's something that you can make last.
That's the all-day stroke, as we say.
The all-day.
But, of course, you want to find that edge of that envelope where you've put in the maximum effort you can, but you can sustain that for this 2+ hour race. So you don't want to get to the end and be like, oh, I could have paddled harder.
Right.
You also don't want to,
get to 3/4 of the way and you're done.
And you're done, exactly. So it's finding that range. And this is something I think that sometimes experienced paddlers have a little bit more time to sort of get to know themselves as well and sort of learn where's your own personal limit in expending energy. And so then doing that together as a crew. Okay, we've got 155 that we looked at, Nusa.
204 in the background.
Just behind them. That's an open women crew from Kihei.
Kihei on the island of Maui. Kihei put together some good crews for the World Sprints. That was pretty cool. Kihei Canoe Club. And who we got in that VA there, number 204 in the background there.
Looks like we've got Rondi Morris, Ashley Bell, Kaz Maddock, Nella Velasquez, Sarah Diaz, and Shannon McKillop. And 5 of the 6 women in here, this is their first time doing this race.
Okay, that was not this crew, but the last one we were looking at.
Correct. And those were all novice women from the Kihei Canoe Club. So this was their longest and toughest race so far. So this is 118. So this is these are the Salty Sirens. Yep, these guys are from Vancouver, Canada. So this club has got some really fun names for their crews. Trying to find it.
I like that.
Yep,
Kuali'i is the name of their va'a over there. Kuali'i.
Yep.
118 from Vancouver, Canada. This group, that's Jane Leung, Sally Shang, Gina Duarte, Estella Chan, Carmen Green, and Judy Chandler. These girls are out of Vancouver, Canada. What a beautiful place to be paddling. I love Vancouver, Canada. And these are the VOS Salty Sirens. My goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, ladies.
They've got some, they actually have 3 crews here. They've got the 40s women, open women iron, and a men's iron crew. So this is Salty Sirens. That's the 40 plus. Their open women are the Wicked Wahine, and their men are called the Super Splash Brothers. So I asked about, well, why weren't they at Splash Fest yesterday? And she said that they had actually won that event previously, and I guess they've carried that name. They want to still carry that recognition that they had won Splash Fest, so they are the Super Splash Brothers.
You're going to see this in some places. There's some folks might be wearing life vests, and it's something that they might be used to paddling from where they're from. Like when we would go to Australia and race there were certain races where the like in the OC1, they had to wear a life vest. And although that makes your paddling less than optimal, less than comfortable, maybe it's that person is not the best swimmer or whatever. You know, they got into paddling but don't have a heavy background in ocean sports, and so they're not going to be real comfortable if the canoe were to huli or flip over. But again, that is unlikely to happen, but possible, but unlikely in the waters that you're seeing today. For some of these paddlers, they might think, oh, this is kind of rough water, but this is malia or flat water, like we like to say.
This is pretty flat water for Hawaiian canoe racing, and I mean that's what makes this a race that people can come from all over and feel comfortable with the conditions here. That you're not going to be dealing with some super rough ocean swells. Most people can kind of manage these kinds of water. All
right, this is crew 102. 102 is the open women from Outrigger Santa Cruz. All right, looking good there, Santa Cruz, of course, Northern California. This lady's got a nice stroke going on there.
And so they've put on there what we often call a tipping string. So it's between the yakus. That string there allows the person in seat 3 and sometimes seat 4 to have the ability to easier push the ama down if the ama starts to
they can reach out with their paddle,
reach out with their paddle or their hand, and they can push on that string because otherwise really only person in seat 2 and seat 4 have the ability to reach a hold of the yaku and push it down. So it's just a little bit more another little safety feature.
The tipping string. Wow.
That's what I've heard it called.
Never done one of those. That's a cool looking va'a used by these young ladies out of Santa Cruz. Crew 102, open women in what we call a spec boat.
So the numbers you see on the back, that's going to be for the men's race. The women's race number is on the front of the canoe. The men's is put on the back. So everybody here is somehow arranged, either the club or the cruise that's paddling has arranged that there's going to be a men's crew taking the boat on the other end. There's actually more canoes coming back, a little bit more that are coming back than are going down. So there will be some extra canoes that were taken down to Honau now that are not being used during the women's race. So we've got 157 there. This is a Golden Masters 60-plus crew. They're called the Go-Go Girls. They're from Port McQueen, Australia. Says this crew was also here for World Sprints. They train hard to get to the World Sprints. Of course, you have to qualify within your country to do that, and then come here, and then you have to go through all the different rounds of racing to get to the finals. But this crew trained hard to get to World Sprints, and they wanted to continue the fun and spirit of paddling longer distances while they were here. So they decided to stick together to come and do this race as well, overcoming some obstacles and barriers to achieve their goals. They wanted to give a shout out to all their families and friends who've supported them along the way. Each member of the crew has their own quirky personality, making the crew lots of fun. 2 members of this crew, Karen and Darrell, competed this race in 2010, so they're back for another time. Thank you, ladies, for returning. Here's 122. This is a 50-plus iron crew from Fairway Gorge Paddling Club. So I'm guessing they're from Oregon area, the Gorge. Oh, no, they're from Victoria, Canada. Fairway Gorge Paddling Club. This is their first season competing as a crew, although they've all paddled and steered with the club for years.
I have been.
This is the crew with 6 steersmen in one boat. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? 6 steersmen.
It looks like these.
As long as you don't paddle like a steersman.
The 5 steersmen that are not steering today are actually. Yeah, steerswomen. They're actually doing a great job of paddling.
Yeah, we are. I have been really surprised by not only the amount of participation, but the level of participation I've been seeing over the last couple of years from the Canadian crews. They really are. Their whole, 6-man paddling deal going on up there has really increased, as well as the V1.
So take a listen to these ladies' motto. It's, we're faster than the floating hot tub. They said every Victoria canoe has almost hit the floating hot tub at some point. So hopefully no floating.
Wait, every Victoria crew has almost hit the floating hot tub?
At some point. They must have some obstacle out there where they paddle. Hopefully they're not going to run into one of those today. It's
important to have goals, right? Faster than a floating hot tub.
I believe this is 152. How's your young eyes? What do you see there?
Young eyes where? I don't got no young eyes.
Oh, here's one of the Koa
one of our
canoes.
Koa canoes. Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah, that's a real honor to paddle a Koa canoe in any race, but especially in this race.
And that's not something you usually loan out to another club, right? Beautiful shot.
So it looks like this everybody here actually has a pretty good current today. We're moving pretty quickly along the shoreline, and this could actually.
I was going to say the fact that
really
we're like probably at least 6 miles into this thing at this point is pretty fast.
Yeah, we're an hour into the race so far, and we're pretty far along the coast for being an hour in.
Yeah.
So, lucky for the ladies. So if you guys are watching this on Facebook, please share the live link so your other friends can see it and join us either on the Ocean Paddler TV Facebook page or the Queen Lili'uokalani race page, so all your friends everywhere can watch us as well.
Another beautiful Koa canoe there on your screen.
Yeah, so the Koa canoes are probably sort of peppered out throughout this, spread out along this course, although I have sometimes seen 2 Koa canoes kind of find each other and get into a little battle. Then at least you would know these people are in your division. Here's a 239.
You know, it's funny about paddlers. They usually, unless they're like the top three, they'll never remember what place they came. They'll never remember their time. But they will remember we passed 5 canoes in that race, or we got passed by 3 canoes, or whatever it was.
Especially
They
if you
will
know
remember
who
that.
some of them were.
Yeah.
And then they'll remember that. Oh, do you remember that time that we passed so-and-so?
Yeah.
Yes. So that canoe right there, that's the Ho'imana Canoe Club, 40 plus in the Koa. Nice job, ladies. Yeah, beautiful. Yes, you're right,
Nice follow
Kalai,
shot right
about
there.
what you just said. I remember plenty of times sort of what happened, but the time, yeah, I don't remember any of my
How
finish
long did it
times at
take
this
us?
point.
I don't know. I don't know how long it took. It doesn't matter.
But it took us less time than that canoe that was behind us. So this is a 215. This might be the Waikiki Beach Boys. Brought their own canoe. Looks like it. Yes, it is. This is their open women iron crew in the spec boat. They're from the island of Oahu. Paddle from the Alawai Canal in Honolulu. So they've got another spec boat next to them. Might not be the same age group, but you don't know. So
yeah, but they're going for it.
There's a race then. Yep.
But I mean, there are certainly several open crews here today. But, man, I really like how many 40s, 50s, 60s crews I'm seeing out there. It really is a good amount of the participation that you're seeing is everything from juniors, which would be 15 to 18, and then our senior crews. Yeah, I gotta work on a better term for that. It's not seniors. Maybe seniors is a better one, or masters crews. Because I put Kapuna crews one time, and they were like not happy with me.
Yeah, Kalai, you need to be careful with your age divisions there. So thank you guys for watching us on the live feed. We'll try to track some of your comments and stuff. And if you're seeing people that you know on there, give them a shout out in the comments. There's another Matahina canoe. And I'm wondering how many Matahina canoes there are in there today. It's got to be quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few, especially because they become real popular here in the islands. And after the World Sprints, they brought a bunch down, and we're selling them off afterwards as at a discount so that they could get more of them out into the hands of clubs.
Yeah, checking some of the comments, you guys. Somebody was asking, what's the temperature currently in Kona? Buddy Gray, thanks for the question. I'd say right now it's probably in the low 80s Fahrenheit, of course. But it will be warming up, and I think everybody's going to appreciate the fact that we've got somewhat of a breeze here.
Nice work right there. So I got a report on that.
This is 112. This is the Queensland Stingrays. This is a 40-plus Iron Crew women's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful koa. Boy, coming all the way from Queensland and getting to borrow, looks like Kaiopua's.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to race anybody's koa canoe that up. And look at the curl on that wood. Gosh, what a beautiful canoe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I named that crew wrong. Sorry, that's the Golden Wahine's 40 press crew.
CC.
That's the Oceanside Outrigger Canoe Club.
I see.
Aha. Sorry, ladies. So that's Melissa, Sharon, Denise, Diane, Jamie, and Tony. Oceanside is a long-standing club, paddling club from California.
Mm-hmm.
Says this crew in one form or another has paddled in races up and down the Southern California coast including San Francisco, Sausalito. They've come over for Nawahine. That was the
all right, what you see here is crew number 220. This is 220 again. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is those girls from New Zealand.
Nakai
Evalu, 220. Yeah. I stand corrected. They are looking good, though, 220 right now. Beautiful stroke. They're part of that Matahina division happening here.
Yeah, there's lots of divisions here. It'd be great, if we can get into our data a little more on the morning of the race and figure out.
So look at our guy Josh Trotter getting that shot there. But that last crew, do they have their own speaker in their canoe? Is that what I'm hearing? They're playing music for the race, and it happens to be Cyndi Lauper. Girls just want to have fun.
That's a great theme song today.
Is that what I'm hearing out there? That is hilarious. Crew 220. That was our ladies out of Nakai Evalu. Is that Maui? Nakai Evalu. I think that's Maui. And they had Cyndi Lauper tunes jamming. Girls just want to have fun. I hope it's not on repeat because that would drive me bonkers over 20 miles, whatever.
Maybe you'd paddle harder to get there faster.
I would do what I could to find that speaker and throw it overboard. All right.
So some people are asking about who's leading the race. We'll try to get some information up front pretty soon. Trying to make our way through the pack.
We're working
here.
our way, folks. Everybody wants to know who's winning. Well, we also get a lot of comments every time we do race coverage about what about the rest of the pack and everybody else in the middle. So we're paying dividends early on this one. We're getting as many of these crews in the middle as we can, giving them their moment in the sun and letting them get seen by their friends and family on our Facebook feed at Ocean Paddler, and we're also then we'll go find out who's leading.
We're also trying to work our way up through the pack without disturbing them too much with the big wake, and so cruising up through the pack so that you guys can see all these different variety of craft.
And we are kind of really right now in the meat and potatoes part of this field. There's a lot of crews. As I look directly offshore of us, in a line, I can see a dozen crews right next to each other. So it is pretty tight out here, and you can see that in our frame. As you look back, man, there's a a Kumulokahi canoe back there. There's different crews from all over, and so this is the pack. And it definitely seems to me that the ladies that are opting for a nice, strong, smooth stroke are able to have a better application of power, and they are moving well. And because it seems, Katie, there's a little bit of current running up or down, it would be, so to speak, because you're heading south as you go from Kailoakona to Honau now. But in that crew right in front of us, I think we're gonna be coming back to the boat now and checking in with one of our crews here. Beautiful work by these ladies on screen. Sorry, because of that camera angle, we're not able to see who. But
oh, there we go. There's the crew from Brazil.
I believe they're speaking of headed south, this is a crew out of Brazil. Their crew name is just Brazil. This is crew number 201. This is Mayra Chianca, Larissa Lima, Marcela Antunes, Claudia Vidal, Georgia Michelucci, and Gabriel de Costa. I think some of these names are sort of familiar to me, like Michelucci. These were some ladies that held over from last week's IVF World Sprints in Hilo, and they're here kind of making a real go of it, and they are in the open from Brazil, Team Brazil. And there you go. It says they have previously competed in the IVF World Sprints in Hilo, and this is a journey, is a chance to empower and uplift women through their sport. Yes, ma'am. Amen. Praise the Lord. I love it. Uplift and empower women. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
So looking good. That's a great crew from Brazil, and they're looking smooth out here, hanging with the other crews from right here in Hawaii.
Yep, you can see in that the black canoe, which I'm guessing is a carbon fiber canoe right there. That's the Aloha Wahine, again, unless there's a typo, and it's supposed to be Aloha. There are 40 plus in the Unlimited. and the other one is.
Yeah, you can see from any of these camera angles that we're getting you right now is there's a lot of crews right next to each other. There's a lot of competition happening right here. They're all next to each other, and I think for me it's a motivating factor as a paddler. You got a crew next to you, but you also don't want that. You see how these steerswomen are kind of allowing their canoes to get a little bit close, maybe interrupting the paddling.
Yeah, the canoe and the yellow canoe there has a crew from NCC. I'm not sure exactly where that's from, but this is they have NCC a yellow crew and a black crew. This is their black crew.
Newport Canoe Club. That's 230, 231. I think this is 231 right
here. This is 231 that we're looking at in the yellow canoe with the black trim.
We're going to see if we got some info on them. No, they didn't fill out the paperwork. That's okay. That definitely is going to encourage our ladies or men to give us some more information about them next year, so that we can talk about you and give us some gory details about what's going on out there, and we can get out there and let folks know what's happening.
So you can see here, Kalai, this is like a pack of canoes together, or all kind of battling, but this is going to help push all of them to have somebody next to you that you're sort of racing with, and you can try to feel yourself. Compare how you're doing against the crew next to you. You can kind of push yourself a little more. So this is kind of helpful in a long race situation rather than being out there just all by yourself.
Oh yes. Again, nice paddling. Everybody's in the pack. It seems like a long, slow, smooth stroke right now is what's working. This is a 3-3. This might be Napili. Is that Napili Canoe Club? I got 1-3-3.
If that's 1-3-3, that's Team Tiare. This is a
it's
teen.
A juniors?
Yeah, juniors crew. 15 to 18 years old. Yep.
Any information on them? Crew 1-3-3. Nothing, huh? Another juniors crew. There's several of these junior crews. I want to say Team Tiare, and if I'm recognizing those Nahoihoro jerseys correctly in the front there, these girls, some of them at least, might be out of New Zealand. They were really good, and this club had a Team Tiare while they were here. This is Napili Canoe Club, I think. Joined forces with, you can see that's a crew in there. That's you can see that Lahaina Strong. Napili's out of Lahaina area on the island of Maui. And you can see that Lahaina Strong sticker in the back there.
So we've teen in the Unlimited, and we've got teen crews that are in the spec boat. So different divisions even for the teenagers. So another nice drone shot looking at some of the spread of the canoes. So you've got canoes here that are kind of paddling off by themselves. So they need to, and actually, for some crews that can actually help to tune out everybody else and sort of focus on yourself, smooth it up, and work together instead of trying to push a little too hard in the wrong times and places. You can sort of more think about the overall race and try to focus in on working together.
We got Bubba Kukahiko over on our feed from Facebook, and he's saying that NCC is Napili Canoe Club. NCC.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Bubba. Mahalo for that.
Yep, so then we've got 1-3-2. This is Mululuba.
Yeah. They are out of Australia. They had a great showing at the World Sprints last weekend, and here they are again. This is a 55-plus women's crew out of Australia. Rona Cuff, Ann Williams, Kath McKee, Marcia Murchison, Judy Robinson, Chris Steele. They all came to the World Sprints, and they stayed. So looking forward to doing some times in Kona. They just want to say hello to all their friends back in Australia. They're loving the warm water, and they survived an earthquake, a hurricane, and living on a volcano. So they're calling this a win.
Ramona's our formerly Kaiopua member.
Okay, cool.
So she's and Nawahini Kai.
Here we go. We're going to see some changes in a 9-man crew on your screen in front of you. So you're going to see 3 ladies coming out and 3 ladies getting in. Here they come. Steersman's trying to line up. And these 3 paddlers are lining themselves up in a line. Maybe they might, no need splash. Steersman can see.
Yeah, since this is relatively calm, they can drop the paddlers fairly close to where the canoe is. When it's rougher, sometimes you need a little bit more space and time to be able to adjust the canoe to where your paddler drop off is. But these ladies were dropped in fairly close. Everybody's in and paddling again. That's 163. This was open women from the Molokai Yacht Club.
All right, Molokai Yacht Club in the house. Cool. That looks like fun. Good to see those ladies. All right, that is 9 of them. That's Tori Goodman, Ellen Federoff, Amber Loading, Alicia Linky, Marie Disles, Wendy Vaughn,
S.J.
Erica. Yeah, it's hard to the way this person wrote it out. It's hard to see.
And looks like Mika Nelson.
Yep.
This has 5 novice women from Molokai doing their first Lili'uokalani race, and this is their first long-distance season.
All right, they have definitely a range of experience here and a range of ages, but very cool for these 5 novice paddlers to get out here and cut their teeth on some Queen Lili'uokalani right here.
Yeah, and probably great for them to have some experience with them, women with them as well.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, that's a beautiful unlimited canoe from Kaipua. Yeah, Renona, looks like you got some people cheering for you on the Facebook page. Yeah, so this crew here's kind of paddling alone, another crew that's got a good opportunity to sort of focus in on themselves and work together. This is crew 135. This is the Lanakila Outrigger Canoe Club. So these ladies are from California. This is a 40-plus iron unlimited division.
Out of California, huh? Made the leap across the pond.
Yeah, I don't know if these ladies were here for World Sprints as well. They might have been. I think there was some California teams for sure at World Sprints. So another good drone shot where you can kind of see the spread of all the canoes. Some of them are spread out because they later start, but also different speeds of the crews. This is a beautiful koa canoe, 438.
Hualalai there.
The Hualalai canoe.
Kaipua.
Yep.
And their koa. Crew number 438.
That's the open women.
Open women from Kaipua in the koa division.
So I also heard that there is actually 2 koa divisions depending on what kind of ama you use.
Oh my gosh. All kinds of divisions.
That's right. I think one is the more traditional ama that's used with the koa, and then the other one they allow maybe there's less specifications about it. So you might be using an ama that you would use on an unlimited or another boat.
Yep. Koa is koa. Beautiful boat, man. Look at that.
Getting some local love for the Kaipua girls. Here we're back to the Lanakila women again.
Looking good out there, Kaipua.
So it looks like these
Nice
Lanakila
work,
women are doing really well. They've put a gap on those canoes that are behind them there. I'm sure some of these unlimited canoe crews are eyeing the front of the pack, trying to see who can be first across the line. So, you might win your division, but people are also looking at that.
There's a
that
little
overall
bit of a battle heating up over. Kyle Pool Canoe Club again. I don't think
this is the Lili'uokalani crew.
Yeah, Lili'uokalani, right? So as you can see, there's a lot of these points that jut out into the ocean, and so really the canoes are kind of just going to connect these different points and are trying to get as close to them as they can. There's no sense being too far out to sea, but.
Yeah, and like that canoe there, you can see, I think they've gone slightly into the bay. They'll kind of come out just a little bit to get around that point. There may be some who've gone even further into some of these bays, trying to get out of the headwinds or thinking that maybe there's a better current. But some have opted to stay further out. And only at the end will you know what was the better choice.
Man, this coastline really is beautiful, though. It's been a lot of rain on the Big Island, so everything is nice and green. And then you have the dramatic lava flows and rocks and stuff that come out. So, man, it is a gorgeous coastline here, Katie. Gorgeous. Man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to come out here when you're not racing. And I think, you try not to look too much at the scenery here when you're racing, but it'd be nice, I think, for some of these paddlers to come out here and do a little slightly more leisurely time along this coast and look up because, it is really beautiful. Yeah, look at, again, there's the big spread of canoes you can see from this drone shot. All different canoe types and crew divisions mixed in there. I think we're slowly trying to head up towards the front and give you guys some information on what's going on at the front of the pack. Making our way there.
That is a lot of volley in the water, Katie. Look at that. That's so cool to see how on every Labor Day weekend here, they just take over this beautiful Kona coast and man, it is a sight to behold, I tell you what.
192 canoes in this first race of the day here, all the different divisions. So I can imagine that Young Brothers and the barge companies have been pretty busy.
Yeah, they've been pretty busy. Although there are a lot of canoes on this island,
Yeah,
and there are a lot of canoes on this island to be able to fulfill the needs of our paddlers.
The Matahinas were here for the World Sprints that were in Hawaii and Hilo last week, so those canoes all just got brought over from Hilo. But a lot of these other canoes are from the various clubs. There's a great shot of the Hulakai canoe. Various clubs ship them over.
Interesting to me, they look like they're wearing a long sleeve jersey and then a black tank top on top of it.
That was the Hine Moana Ocean Sea Stars that we saw in that canoe. As another one of the spec boats. So this crew looks to be doing pretty well. That looks like the front of the pack up ahead of them.
Yeah, we're slowly picking our way through this field and making it up to the top of the pack. But there are several canoes quite a ways out. So what you're looking at right now, I would say this whole field is spread out over almost a mile and a half or more at this point between our leaders and the folks in the way back. And so there definitely are some crews that have made it forward and established themselves in the lead and are really racing for it. And there are some other crews way in the back with maybe not the same level of paddlers in it, but all throughout here is several canoes in the middle that are going for it in their own different categories.
So right there, you're looking at 133, which is the Team Tiare again.
Yep. That is a juniors crew, and they are moving smooth. They're moving really smooth.
They opted to go with the Kapakahi jersey.
You know, this may be a team that has a couple of paddlers from different clubs, because if you look, 1, 2, and 6 look like they have the same jersey on. So they may have thrown a couple of their paddlers into a canoe with a couple of other young paddlers from here on island and put together a crew, and they're looking good, man. They know how to paddle it together.
So this is one of the Koa canoes that's sort of on the inside of the pack. I'm sorry, that's not Koa. Or is it? Oh yeah, that is a Koa canoe. They're kind of running closer to the coastline than the majority of the other canoes. So maybe they know something about the current.
Yeah, like I said, when it's going with you, you want to stay close to the rocks.
Yeah. Or they may be trying to get a little bit out of the wind, because the wind has picked up a little bit. We probably got like a 10 knot headwind, perhaps. Water change. Okay, we can see a change coming up.
Out there.
This is changing out the steersman. So it looks like seats 1, 3, and 6 changing here. Paddling away without their steersman yet. But good job, ladies.
They're going to go water change.
So again, that was the Team Tiare teen girls doing a 9-person crew in a spec boat. You guys watching on Facebook, see people, give them a shout out.
This is looks like this might be crew number 440. Who you got there? Oh, we run out of paper at 44. We run out of crews, so this might be a late entry or something like that. Seems to me like that is a juniors crew, especially because they have that Big Island Junior Va'a on the side of their Va'a there. Big Island Junior Va'a is similar to what is going on Oahu with Kalahui Kai. It's kind of a program to develop young paddlers. And it looks like this might be some young ladies from Big Island Junior Va'a.
Yeah, that juniors crew's got a little bit of a battle with a Matahina next to them. So those two crews are probably going to push each other. Again, that's probably the teens doing 9-person water changes and then an iron Matahina crew. Okay, we're coming up on another Koa crew here. Hoi Mana Canoe Club. This is their 40-plus women in the Koa. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Wahine
Wahine o Keoua. Keoua is a canoe club down in this southern part of the Kona coast, kind of more like where we're going to be coming in by Honaunau. This is the home club of Honaunau, exactly. And so they're going with 6. That's Jean Green, Emma Chandler, Brittany, Christina, Dawn, and Chalet. Yep. Janae Green is with them. They wanted to say mahalo to their coach, Janae, and Keoua Canoe Club. And they're getting ready to race Nawahini Oke Kai this year. Congratulations, girls.
They say that they're paddling home in honor of the Queen. It's beautiful. Okay, this is 122. This is the Fairway Gorge paddling crew, 50 plus. Oh, I think these are the ladies from Canada.
Oh, yeah, cool. Fairway Gorge, huh? They're looking good.
Yep.
Victoria, Canada. Here's another call canoe. 237. Yep. All right, so folks, we're going to continue with our race coverage here live on our feed. We'll be right back after this message to thank our sponsors here at the beautiful Kona Coast with the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Races. We'll be right back. The 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kaiopua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, I feel like that was
High
fast.
Noon.
Kona Brewing Company,
Is it going to
Daughters
change
of Hawaii,
between now and the men's race?
Blue Ocean
It's gonna
Mariculture, and
What
by
type of
these
tide?
fine supporters.
What a tailwind.
Aloha. One question
is
we
what?
get is, what food goes
yeah.
well with a crisp Kona Light?
Smoked ahi dip, kimchi fried rice, chicken katsu, lomi salmon, hamachi
Well, there's
kama, kalua
Where's
pig,
your cough drop
fresh
things?
made bruschetta. Bruschetta.
Brother, just say bread. Kona Light Blonde Ale from Kona Brewing, Hawaii.
Shoyu ahi poke, spicy ahi poke.
There's two different
Wow, I'm
kinds.
getting hungry.
I don't care. Something.
Allow us to help you grow your event by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
You're finally going up to the front?
Hey, we're back. Good morning, gang, and it is a beautiful day here in Kona for the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Races. It is actually 4 days of events here, starting on Thursday, culminating on Sunday, but we're here on Saturday. This is the big day for the big races. We're with the women as they're making their way along an 18-mile course from Kona Pier to Honaunau, the city of refuge, and it is a great day for racing. Right now, we're kind of in the midst of it, where our top crews are only about 6 miles or so from the finish line, maybe about 2/3 of the way. There's still a lot of racing left to be had, but it's a big field of racers, nearly 200 in the ocean right now, and we are currently motoring our way up to the leaders because everybody has been asking who's in the front. You know, when you're in the front, they ask who's in the back. When you're in the back, they ask who's in the front. So
Yeah, everybody wants to know where their friends and family are, how people are doing. But of course, you know, this is still a race,
Yep.
so people want to know who's doing well, who's up the front.
You know, Katie, it's like I tell my wife, I'm just here to make you happy, right? My whole purpose is to make you folks happy. Let you see what you want to see. And yes, we are, just for reference sake, we are just kind of with the leaders now coming into Kealakekua Bay, the Captain Cook area, KA, the ancient home of Keku Haupio, Kamehameha's warrior who taught him how to fight the lua. This is also the place where the Hawaiians ate Captain Cook on Valentine's Day. So I wonder how that tasted. But we are coming into, and it means we're getting close if we're in Kealakekua, because Honaunau is just around the corner.
So showing another unlimited canoe there. This one actually they have a canvas on. I haven't seen that yet. I think today.
That looks hot.
Yes, that someone's got the unlimited with the canvas on, but that's going to mean they're going to pretty much keep out any water that might try to get in there. Staying dry. No bailing needed.
Canvas with long sleeve black. Wow.
Well, they're probably splashing each other, I hope, and trying to keep it cooler.
wet right now. Yep, for
No,
sure.
so the women do have a headwind right now, which does feel a bit cooler than if there's no wind or if you have a light
I think
tailwind.
that's
So
crew 136. 136. Hopefully we're correct.
Yep, and if that's right, then we have the Lili'uokalani Outrigger Canoe Club. This is the 40-plus iron.
I think that
in the
makes
Unlimited.
sense with the colors.
Yeah.
Now, is that Lili'uokalani,
California.
California? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Hawaii team is Hui Lili'uokalani.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
But
Lili'uokalani
also
from
has-
California here
yeah.
to race. They're looking good right now.
Yeah, I think they're doing quite well in the Unlimited division. We're going to try to scope out what else is going on in front of them. Right now I can see one other Unlimited canoe just ahead of them, but so again, that's this Lili'uokalani 40-plus Unlimited.
And at this point, I invite everybody on the Facebook feed to chime in with about what I'm about to say. I'm unofficially going to say that because this is Lili'uokalani women, I got a message from some folks in California that they are going to be racing a new canoe here. It's called the Malama. It's a design at least by Will Reichenstein. And this is a new design they have out here that has been coming out on the California circuit. And I don't know, it looks like it's running pretty good. Of course, this Lili'uokalani women's crew are no slouches, right? So these ladies are good paddlers for sure. I stand corrected. If you look closely, this is Kai Bartlett's new canoe. If you
Hydra.
can look slightly back right there behind, you can see Kai Va. You see it right there? This is the Hydra. This is Kai Bartlett's new canoe that he just came out. Sorry, Will. We'll talk about you later when we find that other boat. But this is a new canoe from Kai Va. He had it in the parking lot on display there with over at the IVF World Sprints. And so
I heard this is a
here it
super
is, folks,
light
the Hydra.
canoe. Yep, like 100 pounds. Very
Yeah,
light
this
canoe.
is a very, very light canoe. Seems to be running well here. My understanding from folks that have been in it is that it appreciates a little bit quicker stroke. Like you kind of want to stay on top of it. It does really well in some bigger stuff, and you can kind of see, and it makes sense as we look at it from our escort boat here. But you can kind of see it's a bit shorter canoe. Our regular spec boats are about 45 feet long. This canoe is only about 40 feet long. So it's a bit shorter.
I want to give a shout out real quick before we leave that crew. That looks like my friends and in certain races, former teammates Jeannie Barrett and Jill Schooler. Looks like Jill's in seat 1 and Jeannie is in 4. Good job, ladies.
And just for your reference, that canoe there is probably running about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe about 10th place.
Overall, with all the
overall.
mixed. Yeah.
Overall, 10th place overall, not in their division. There are a couple of canoes that are kind of have jumped up on the way outside. It looks like the majority of them are unlimited. We also want to say that conditions have continued with a slight headwind, maybe from the 10 or 11 o'clock position, but it definitely seems, Katie, that the current is with them. They are getting pushed. They are getting pushed south to Honaunau right now, and the current is really running. And as we leave you with some final looks of that new canoe from Kai Va, I'm sure we'll be looking for some feedback on it. And it looks great, though. Congratulations, Kai and Kea, on bringing a 6-man, the first 6-man that Kai Bartlett has brought onto the scene. He puts a lot of care and thought into his designs, and of course a lot of experience. Kai is a former world champion, and he's got a great team of paddlers with him. And good luck to you, Kai. That is a good-looking canoe. As you can tell, folks, so it looks, as you can see, it looks a little bit shorter than what we're used to. But when you're downwind surfing, sometimes that can help you fit into the trough. You're kind of like in the pocket a little better with a shorter canoe.
Yeah, Yeah, so you can see too, as we pan to the right in this shot, you'll kind of see the front pack. We're headed up there to try to give you guys some news about what's going on up front. Some people are asking about Kauai High. We're going to go see if they're up there. That's looking down the race course there to the front. Canoes spread out left to right, but as we get closer to the finish, they'll start coming together, start pushing each other to the end.
Yup, as we said, folks, we're working our way up to the front of the pack, and honestly, after doing 8 days of live broadcast for the IVF, this race is seemingly fairly short right now. I think it has more than anything to do with the current is running, and as we continue to work our way up to where our top place canoes are, there's still some real estate to cover here, but man, they are up. They are like our first place canoes are here just about midpoint of Kealakekua Bay off of KA, Captain Cook Bay, some people call it. But yeah, this is beautiful work out here by these ladies.
You're looking
and I'm
at
seeing mostly unlimited canoes up here.
So right here is Canoe 206. That's the Outrigger Canoe Club, Open Women and the Unlimited.
And that looks like a Puakea canoe, an ozone built.
And then beyond them is the Hine Moana Ocean Sea Stars. They're in a Matahina, Open Women.
Okay. What's happening right now, you're seeing in front of you on the outside is a Matahina canoe. That is canoe number 257. 257. They are, these two crews are battling out for basically 4th and 5th place. This is Hine Moana Pacific Ocean Sea Stars from Aotearoa. This is an open women's crew in the Matahina Unlimited division. I have been calling these names all week last week. This is Tui McCall, Simi Taitapanui, Nautire Hapi, Jasmine Stevenson, Penny Scragg, and Kanoi Liloi jump in with them from here in Oahu. It's this is a crew. Hine Moana is founded in and coordinated a lifelong paddling coach, Kauhane Lee.
Yep, and most of this crew was in World Sprints last week, and it was always their dream and desire to be in this race, and so here they are.
And I think they got Kanoi Liloi in there to steer them. But great job by these ladies from down under. They're battling it out with a perennial Hawaii powerhouse. That is Outrigger Canoe Club there. Both of them looking really good, and both of these are running really nicely in this water as well. So,
yeah, so
seems like Outrigger is putting on a little bit of a run here. Nobody in the Matahina seems to be overreacting right now. They're just kind of going with it, but
they know they've got a little
nice,
ways to go, and they also know they're clearly in different divisions with the different canoes. Make that a little bit more obvious.
At this level of paddler, division don't mean nothing. If there's a boat next to them, whether it's men, women, could be dogs and cats, it don't matter. They're going to battle out whoever is next to them. But really take a look, folks. You see Outriggers put on a little push. They kind of grabbed maybe another half boat. They had to up their stroke rate. Now look really closely at the stroke rate of the boat in red and white, and then look behind it green and white. And the difference in stroke rates and how, maybe the bigger, maybe a little bit bigger paddlers from New Zealand per paddler, but they are going at it.
And they're in a heavier canoe, so it's going to have a little bit more
drive,
glide, perhaps, after you take a stroke and then let it release.
I don't know if the proper
weight is going to...
Right. I don't know if the proper term would be inertia or momentum. I think the inertia carries them through. The momentum is what they're generating. I did good in physics in high school, but man, that was a long time ago. Sorry, folks, if we have any physics brains people out there and we're getting it wrong, but I know somewhere in there is a term that can be applied to what we're seeing here, and just some great paddling from these women. Outrigger, definitely tried to pick it up there for a little bit, but I want to say these ladies from Aotearoa are just keeping it long and strong, nice and smooth, not getting too excited. They know there's probably about 5-6 miles left in this thing, and they are just kind of going to cruise along. They're not going to try to work too hard.
Well, this is quite a striking canoe here.
Is this 249? Looks like Lili'uokalani.
This is Puna.
All right.
Open women from Puna.
All right, from the Hilo side, Puna actually, their open women did really well in the IVF World Sprints. Unfortunately, they didn't fill out the questionnaire to give us some information, personal information about them, but they're looking good out there in your screen. That is Puna Canoe Club from Hilo area. And these ladies hooked me up with me and Micah Kalama and I, with some of those Hilo One hats that they had made for the
nice.
World Sprint. So shout out to those ladies in the open. They're having a great race here today.
Okay, we're going to head up and try to get you guys the front of the pack information. Not too far in front of the cruise that you were just looking at.
Yep, a lot of folks online cheering on Lili'uokalani, cheering on our ladies from Team Hemataki Tahiti Polynésie France out there.
A lot of Puna fans, I see.
Yeah, a lot of Puna fans. Go Puna from Mamo Brown and Junior De La Fuente. Great to have all of you logged on. Just on this feed alone, we have a whole bunch of folks logging on, so mahalo for that.
Oh, this is a hula kai boat.
This might be on Aloha Unlimited.
This is
Yes,
Aloha
ma'am.
Unlimited.
Aloha Unlimited. They were did really good at IVF World Sprints. They were, I want to say, first or second here last year, along with I think was it the Outrigger crew that was here last year?
The Outrigger crew one.
I don't know if
yes.
that same bunch is together in that boat.
So today
looking
the Aloha Limited have Kristen, Dane, Tiare, Teresa Gary, Tina, and Konoe. They're mostly from Hawaiian Canoe Club.
Yeah.
And they're in the 40s Iron Unlimited division.
I believe Tina is the steersman. Kristen Droz, she's in there. She's kind of the spearhead of that whole Aloha Unlimited deal. But they are mostly out of Hawaiian Canoe Club from Maui. These same bunch of girls kind of got together and competed in World Sprints and did really well. So I think they came back here today to see if they could have a great showing again. So congratulations to them for putting together a great crew. And it is... man, these ladies from Puna, I think I underestimated when I said how high up they were. They are basically battling out for, shucks, is this first place? With the Team Aloha Unlimited on the outside. So
Kalai, you're saying the Puna ladies and Aloha Limited look like
Yep.
they're the front?
Yep.
And
Looking
looks
good.
like they're in the same division. Well, one is open and one is 40s, but they're both in the unlimited. So
Is Team Aloha Unlimited the 40s one?
yes.
Oh wow! You know they did that last season, last year as well with the men. Nakua Kona were in the 50s, and man, they were top 5. Puna looking good. Yes, the ladies of Puna Canoe Club, nice and long and strong in this unlimited canoe, and they are looking very, very smooth.
So even Kalai, we've been talking about stroke rates, and with often with the unlimited canoes, people do a slightly faster stroke rate. These ladies have a pretty nice. I'm not going to say slow, but they're quite smooth and comfortable.
Here's the thing, Katie, and you know this if anybody does. In this kind of water, and if you have the power in your boat, you want to go long and strong. You want to be smooth. You want to let that canoe flow. Let it drive. Let it do what it wants to do. And, man, they're having a great display here of just togetherness. They are really not only looking good in their strokes together, but they are applying at the same time. And when you have that catch and application together, man, that's when things happen. But they came to play. Puna came to play. They're not buying into all the fancy jerseys and all that kind of stuff. They came to paddle. And I'm not sure what type of unlimited that is.
Just outside of them, though, is what you guys are seeing on the screen. That's the Aloha Unlimited 40s Iron Crew. also in the unlimited. So these two canoes right now looks like they're battling for first place overall in this race.
And you know what? I don't see anybody else in front of them. Yeah.
So we've got probably about 4 more miles to go.
Wow, that was
these
over.
crews were probably
quick.
a little bit more on the outside of the pack, especially the Aloha Unlimited outside, maybe utilizing some of the current out there. Even though they've got a bit of a headwind in this race today, it looks like that the current is pretty good for the ladies.
So right now we're up with your leaders. This is reminiscent of last year, but really looks like different personnel, especially in that Aloha Unlimited canoe. They Aloha Unlimited last year was kind of a bunch of those kind of Kaihitu gang. They did good. Well, I'm sorry, Kaihitu kind of won this thing last year, but it was the Aloha Unlimited that was good in the 40. They won the 40s. They were kind of top 5. But as you had mentioned, a couple of the Hawaii crews, they spent a lot of time already on the Big Island. They're a little maybe burnt out from this last week's festivities, and they are they may not be here today. So it certainly opened up the door for this crew from Puna to come in here and race. And man, are they looking long and strong and smooth. And if you look on the outside, it is the stroke rate of the canoe outside is much quicker, but it doesn't seem to be an advantage.
So somebody's asking on Facebook here if these two crews are 9-person or iron. These are both iron crews, so they have not changed out their people in the race.
This is Kapena Ula is there here in the foreground that you're seeing in the red, green, and yellow.
Yep.
That is Puna, and then Aloha Unlimited out there. They're both unlimited, but one is that in the Matahina division? I'm not sure. But definitely the Aloha Unlimited is a 40s crew. 40 is the new 20. I don't know about that. Hey, man, if 40 was just the new 30, I would be happy.
And I would say right now that the Puna canoe is probably 2 or 3 boat lengths ahead of the Unlimited crew.
Yeah. I mean, hard to tell with angles and all that, but I think Aloha Unlimited is trying to see if there's going to be an advantage to them dropping down into the finish line, see if they're catching anything. But it might, if anything, be more of a headwind. Puna is closer to this, the point as you come into Honaunau. So they've got a little bit straighter shot. Just based upon the angle, it's a shorter distance for them to cover into the finish line. So we'll see. I'd also be interested to see if they change it up at all as they come into the corner.
That's
and
right.
That would be, I'm sure, relative to the amount of pressure that they're receiving from Aloha Unlimited. If there's nobody breathing down your neck, just continue doing what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
It's working.
Well, these two canoes are close enough in terms of being the leader that they're going to start to push each other, but kind of anything can happen from here on out. I wouldn't say that Puna's got enough of a lead yet to really have decided this race at all.
Nothing is in the bag at this point between these two canoes. The only thing I would say is that they are there is a good level of separation between these two and like the 3rd, 4th, 5th place canoes. There is, though, a big grouping of, I would say, probably 4 canoes that are in that 3rd and 4th place area.
Yeah, at least, and maybe more. And that seems to be a mix of different canoe types as well. So we're not sure to this point until we get a little closer at who's leading in the different divisions.
Pretty paddling from Puna right here, looking very relaxed. There obviously is application, but try to take a good look at 3 and 4. They look so relaxed. Very relaxed. Couple of tall girls there in the middle. What I am liking as well, too, is look at the reach generating in seat 5. Look at that young lady and how big she's getting out there in the front so that she can match the reach of the girl in 3 in front of her and match the time in the water. So she looks like she may be a little bit of a shorter paddler, maybe, just because of how much torso is sticking out of the va'a. But she is really maximizing her reach to stay with 1 and 3 on her side of the va'a. And so great work by these ladies. Very smooth. Stroker looks pretty relaxed. Like she's not even like breathing hard. She's going at it. So here we go. This is Aloha Unlimited just outside of them with a cool drone shot we got here. They're looking smooth as well. A little bit quicker stroke. And yeah, they are basically staying just abreast of this other canoe. I'd like to see them start kind of breaking in and heading more towards the finish line, just so that it would make stuff a little bit more exciting for us.
So both of these canoes were in the second start, 5 minutes behind the spec canoes. So they moved through that entire pack of spec canoes to get up here to the front. And now they're starting to come together, get a little bit closer together as we're coming closer to the finish line. And there's going to be a point here at which they're right next to each other, at least in terms of a left to right distance. But I can see these women kind of gauging now how far they've got to go to the finish and when they're going to start to pour on what they have left. But right now, Puna's looking really smooth. Our boat actually is right next to the Puna canoe, so we can see them, and boy, they are looking relaxed and smooth.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of va'a this is. It's not a matahina because they are entered in the open unlimited, and as well with Aloha Unlimited out there. What kind of canoe they're paddling?
Yeah, I think Puna's canoe's paint job sort of obscured the maker's information. So if any of you guys out there know what kind of canoe the Puna Canoe Club's using, let us know.
Yeah, Aloha Unlimited doesn't say either, just that they are an unlimited crew. So we're getting close to the point here that these paddlers will take a left turn on, heading in to the finish line at Honaunau. But in all honesty, and you can see it from the angle that we're giving you right now, it does seem that Puna is pulling away a little bit.
Yeah, I'd agree. But they're coming closer together. The canoe on the outside, the Aloha Unlimited, is coming in closer to the land. Puna's kind of holding their line, but they can both look up ahead and see now the finish and where they're going to turn into the bay.
And a lot of times, Katie, a paddler will wear it on their face. And when I look at the faces of these ladies from Puna, they look pretty relaxed. Like, in comparison to the amount of terrain they have in front of them to get to the finish line, they look like not a problem. Like they have a bunch left in the tank to get through the rest of this. All right. So as we continue to finish, continue to follow our leaders here. This is Puna Canoe Club and Aloha Unlimited working out who's going to come in first place here. We're going to take a quick commercial break before we get into the bay at Honaunau. Again, this is Ocean Paddlers coverage of the 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Festivals here on the beautiful Big Island of Hawaii. The 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kaiopua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. In Hawaii, time moves a little slower, yeah? Like this refreshing longboard island lager. It was made for the laid-back lifestyle. So when the TV station said our Kona Brewing commercial had to be exactly 30 seconds long, we said, hey, no rush us. That would be disrespectful to the proper enjoyment of this longboard. And it's like we always say,
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
We're back, folks, here off the Kona coast. We just passed Kealakekua Bay, getting ready to take our turn into Honau now here shortly. But you are watching our leaders right here from Puna Canoe Club on the Hilo side of the Big Island. And they are in the lead here at the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe race this morning from Kailua Kona, 18 miles to Honau now. I'm Kala'i Miller here with my buddy Katie Stevens. And Katie, we are over here cheering on these ladies during the commercial break, and they just look smooth, man, like butter.
They look smooth, and we're saying if this kind of a stroke has got you up to the front, well, then don't do anything else.
Yeah, don't change a thing.
This is amazing.
Yeah. And they look like they could turn around and paddle back.
Of course, as a steersman, I have to point out how much their steersman is paddling. She's doing very little poking, paddling on both sides, adjusting back and forth what she needs to do in order to help paddle steer. These guys are really doing awesome. The Aloha Limited Canoe, you guys can't see it because we're so focused in here on Puna. They've now moved in, not quite directly behind Puna, but coming in there, and they're back probably about 6 canoe lengths now. So there's still time. Somebody wanted to just absolutely pour it on, but my guess is this is how these two crews are going to finish, because there's another big gap behind the Aloha Limited going back to the crews that are in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So
I want to say they've just picked it up a little bit. I want to say within the last minute or two, that stroker has upped the rate a little bit. I think
just a little.
Excited.
Well,
they are just a couple of miles from the finish.
You can see the turn there.
She wants to lay it on and make a statement maybe, but her crew is responding effortlessly, something like that, without working hard, as they say. No need to work hard, we get them. But they are really looking smooth, and that is what I like best about this. I'm not even so much as a paddler thinking, oh yeah, they're in the lead and this and so, but it's like you said, Katie, if this is working, stay with this, because it's smooth, it's effortless, and this is what we talk about, how it's not necessarily who works the hardest, it's who works the smartest, right? And these girls have been obviously together for a while. You can see, and they're doing a great job. And to echo what you said earlier, Katie, that steersman is putting in work.
Yeah, they're all of them working. They're all doing their job, as they say. You know, the stroker setting what's a beautiful and smooth pace here. 2, 3, 4, 5, giving her the power, and the steersman, she's really doing a great job of paddle steering. They're catching some small bumps here as we come towards the bay. Really nice work by Puna.
Beautiful stuff. But let's not count out Aloha Unlimited back there. They are still gunning for these ladies from Puna for sure.
Oh, that's right.
But beautiful stuff. I think we're going to switch out to our.
There you can see the drone shot. That's Aloha Unlimited, a little bit closer in the bottom of the screen, and then Puna just up ahead of them.
Yup, we got Sunny Pau'ole logging on, said, yeah, Puna Wahini's doing work. Marsha Johnson, Puna, Marsha Greer holding pretty steady at 60. That is great. 60 is low. I mean, you want to think about, we would see Shell Va'a sometimes in the 70s. So you're talking about 10 plus fewer strokes per minute. And if you're staying at 60, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's a comfortable pace for sure. Usually race pace is often a little bit faster stroke rate
and
than that.
And we could say this because we're on Facebook, but Junior De La Fuente, he said, Puna kicks ass. Yes.
Yes,
Puna
they are.
Smooth, Darren Graves. We're yelling at these girls that they're blowing it up on Facebook, and thank you all for tuning in to watch what's going on here. But, man, they look like nobody's even breathing hard. They're just here winning. We're just going to be here winning while everybody,
just follow us.
Yeah, we're just going to win.
Yep.
I mean, they just look like it's effortless. I'm sure they're working hard. obviously. It's about what you're not seeing. It's about what that paddle is doing in the water, and the application of the power. But man, we are really, really close to them, and they are looking good. And folks, look at the water. Oh my God, it's crystal clear. Here where we are, it's crystal clear. Man, this Kona Coast is amazing right now.
So you guys are, again, looking at Aloha Unlimited 40 plus women in the Unlimited canoe. They are currently in second place overall. Just up ahead of them, about
and first in the 40s.
Yes, first in the 40s. And just up ahead of them is the Puna Open Unlimited. Yeah, so lots of people cheering Puna on, of course, on Facebook, but also all the other people from Hawaii and around the world out there paddling. Thank you guys for giving your friends shout-outs. There you can see the turn heading in towards Hanau now. That's Aloha Unlimited.
You know, it's the end of this race, Katie, and I'm starting to get pumped up. I'm loving what I see from Puna. They are still on the attack. The ladies from Aloha Unlimited. But, man, look at that shot as we come in. You can see how gorgeous this coastline is. What a place to paddle. The water here is just crystal clear. You're looking down and seeing the bottom at 40, 50 feet of water. And it is, what a great morning of paddling. Again, they are pretty much headed straight into a light headwind. But the current is in their favor. And we're just over 2 hours into this race, Katie. Actually, for them, I'm not sure of the time because they started just under 2 hours ago, right?
Yeah. So we just heard on Facebook that Puna's canoe is made by Tiger Canoes.
Oh, that's a Tiger Va'a.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense that we're on the Big Island here. That is a Tiger Va'a.
Thanks, Kahealani,
Making those up in Kohala. Aloha to Tiger. And man, he designed this canoe for this water because it is rolling right through here effortlessly.
Yeah, we've got
Look at that shot, folks. My goodness. Beautiful.
Yep, they're bringing it home.
Great work by our cameraman here. And there you have Aloha Unlimited. They are second overall, first in the 40s Unlimited division. They got a little bump there going. I don't know where from, but they're following in.
Yep, so we'll have these two canoes finish here shortly. They're less than a quarter mile from the finish. Then there's going to be a little bit of a gap.
And you can see about 100 yards between them. And behind Aloha Unlimited is going to be another big gap, maybe 300 to 400 yards till you get to third place. But there are several canoes in that area that are going to be tight to each other and getting ready to do their thing. Getting ready to find out who's coming in third place. And also, they could be first in their division, Katie.
They can.
You know, they could be an overall fourth, fifth, sixth place, but first in their division.
And that's one of the beauties of this race is you have many opportunities to be first in your division.
Yeah. And so what's cool right now is as we come into Honau now, the beach is covered with our Kane paddlers getting ready to switch out in the canoes, spectators, family, friends. They've been watching on our Facebook live feed. They know what's happening. They know who to expect coming across the line here. And folks, with just about 200 meters left to go, it is going to be Puna Canoe Club. There is nothing stopping these ladies. They haven't picked up the rate. They haven't tried to paddle hard. They've been long and smooth the whole way, and they're not changing the game plan as they come into the finish line here. And Puna is just putting on a beautiful display of kako paddling. Man, they are together. They are flowing. And this Tiger Canoe, you know, it's a red, green, and gold tiger pattern, and man, it looks ferocious out there being paddled by these ladies here. Incredible. And the thing I love best about this, other than it being a crew from the Big Island winning on the Big Island, 2 crews, first and second from the Big Island, but that they made it look so gosh darn effortless.
They still have this.
They're working, don't get me wrong, but they are just showing how it's done properly. You know what I mean? You can work hard or you can work smart.
They are working very
hard
smart.
And smart.
Yeah,
you know?
and like you said, they are working hard, but they've not had to pick it up here at the end that much. So it's still this beautiful flowing stroke. Really nice. Great job by Puna Canoe Club.
Beautiful work.
So that is their open women from Puna, who just won the Queen Lili'uokalani race.
Nice. We're going to turn our focus now out to some of the other canoes coming in here. Right behind them, we have our Aloha Unlimited team, but right you have on screen, that is our ladies giving the Shaka Cam to the drone. That is our ladies from Puna Canoe Club. Shaka Cam, Shaka Cam. Woo, Shaka! Yeah, look at how beautiful that water is, folks. My goodness, all the racers in the Kane division up on the beach there, and as we're going to have our second place overall canoe, first in the 40s division. This is Aloha Unlimited coming across the line here.
Yep,
there's our finish by Aloha Unlimited. Our drone shot with a Shaka Cam. What's up, ladies? Great racing today. Congratulations. Aloha Unlimited. Grabbing hands there, showing some aloha within their crew. Girls from Aloha Unlimited and as well as Hawaiian Canoe Club on Maui. And we're going to try to catch some of our other va'a as they come across the line here. We have several more crews coming in here. Man, the battle for third place is on, folks. This is what is happening. My goodness. There is a killer battle going on out here that you can see from the drone shot for third place. Wow. Way to go, ladies. Third, fourth, even fifth is gunning for them. But right now, third and fourth, I'm not exactly sure what canoes they are or whether they're in the same division or not. But look at that race right there. Would seem like the canoe on the right of your screen with the blue ama is going to be in third place. Look how tight this is. I don't know, folks. Anybody could catch a little bump and come flying in here.
Matahina, the canoe on the right, I believe, is just an unlimited canoe.
And that maybe that is that. There may be is that a Hydra out there? Not sure right now, but we'll catch them coming across the finish line here. Here we go, folks. This is...
Yep. Different divisions, but these two crews are battling it out to try to get across the line first.
Over here! Matahina! Over here!
They got a little bit of spread there. I think the canoe on your right of your screen thinks that they need to come in on this side of the buoy. Not sure if they really need to or not, so... So the closer one is Kaiopua Canoe Club in the Unlimited, and we're trying to figure out who's in that Matahina.
There may be some confusion there about who came across the line in the right place. And right behind them, that looks like Outrigger.
That's Outrigger Canoe Club.
Outrigger Canoe Club in 5th overall. That's an open canoe there.
Guys, please look at the screen. If it's not happening there, it's not happening for the public.
All right, so we have our 3 canoes coming across the line there. Hopefully we can get the officials to kind of figure out what's going on here. I'm sure they were all explained to them.
Canoe that was in the third and fourth canoe that crossed together, the Matahina, is the Hine Moana Ocean Sea Stars, I believe.
Okay. Was that the ones from Aotearoa? Nice work by them.
So if that's the case, they were the first in the Matahina division.
Right.
And Kaiopua
Here comes
would have
another
been
Matahina coming
second
across the line
open
here.
unlimited.
What you're seeing on screen. Telefit.
So this is looks like the second place Matahina division. That's Kaihitu. Yep. There we are, Kaihitu second in the Matahina.
Another shot of canoes coming into the bay here. This would still be probably top 10. We have a spec boat, a couple of spec boats here. They're going to be first in their divisions for sure. And maybe about 8th overall. Hard for us to tell exactly. That is a mixed crew, looks like. A couple of Kanes in the middle there.
That's Huinalu.
Yeah, that looks like Huinalu coming across the finish line. And that was 196 coming across in the yellow there.
And that's Open Women from Huinalu.
Open Women
so
from
they
Huinalu.
were probably third or maybe fourth Open Unlimited. And then just behind them, another Unlimited canoe. This is Kailua Canoe Club, Open Women.
All right, Kailua. In an unlimited canoe as well, right?
Yes. Here we go, another spec boat crossing.
All right, here we go, coming across. Another spec boat, as we say. Really difficult for us to be able to see any... Can you come over here and look? Alex.
Here, another unlimited canoe crossing.
Boat is in the wrong place.
So sorry, folks, we're having a hard time seeing the number on the canoe to let you know exactly where the crew it is.
Who's finishing because I can't see it.
Okay, this canoe is unlimited canoe number 234, and that is Lili'uokalani, 40s plus crew. Awesome! Shout out to my friends at Lili'uokalani in that canoe over there, McCullough Bradley. Nice work, ladies.
Now we're on the wrong side. We can't see any numbers.
So a couple other spec boats you guys see coming into the bay, coming towards the finish line.
All right, canoes continue to come across the finish line here into Kealakekua Bay. Sorry, Honaunau, correction. Beautiful Hawaiian day. Hardly a breath of wind out there, just a light movement from this in our leaves in the canoe trees. But again, enjoying watching the finish of this race as our wahine come across the line. That's 133, looks like. No?
Yep, here you can see unlimited canoes finishing alongside spec boats This is where you come in and you're not sure if, where you are in your division exactly, because of all these canoes kind of being mixed together across the finish line. All the Kane standing over there waiting for their canoes to show up so they can take over the canoe, get ready for their race. But in the meantime, still plenty of women coming in here. We've got a big pack of 4. Looks like kind of a race to finish with these 4 coming in. Again, even if they're in different divisions and there's a canoe right there, you're going to try to push. Here we go. You can see those 4 canoes. People giving it what they got to get across the line. Okay, if anybody just tuned in, wanted to take you back, it was a Puna Canoe Club in the Open Unlimited division that was first across the line. Just behind them, Aloha Unlimited Crew, 40s plus in the Unlimited was second. Looked like a team from New Zealand won the Matahina division. We've got some outrigger juniors there.
Looks like another crew from Puna coming across the line here.
Yeah, tight finish there with that pack. 3 unlimited canoes. Here comes another Matahina boat. Nice shot of another unlimited canoe coming in towards the finish. You can see the orange buoy there up ahead of him on the right.
What do you want me to talk about? I can't see shit. I don't know who the fuck is coming across the line. You want me to
We need.
about the canoes? You always say, put me in the.
Another unlimited canoe coming here. This looks like a Kailua Canoe Club finishing. Nice job, ladies. See Karen Kiefer in seat 3. Good job, Karen. Ginger Lockett steering. So I would say that's a 40s unlimited crew, Kailua Canoe Club.
We continue to have a long string of canoes coming around the corner into Honau now.
Awesome, another Matahina canoe.
Some strong finishes from these ladies in these different crews. Great to see all the international participation, all the koa boats and spec boats and unlimited canoes. Very cool.
Oh, this is the crew enjoying being done, splashing some water, waving at their fans at the other end, giving them we hear a big cheer going on for them. I think that might have been a Kauai High Open Women crew. No, that's not. That was Unlimited, sorry. Another happy crew to finish. Here we go, another Tiger Unlimited canoe coming in. This one, it's boldly emblazoned on the side. Tiger canoe, can see that on
they
this
didn't
one.
have the fancy paint job like Puna did.
That's a beautiful canoe. I actually have a Tiger 3-man canoe. So it's quite a bit like these, a little bit shorter, and then only 3 people. It's awesome. I love that canoe. Here comes Team Japan. This is the Waileo crew from Japan.
Not sure. I think those ladies had a different outfit on. This may be a mixed one. I've seen some.
Oh, sorry, they're from Canada.
I can't see any
I'm
numbers,
sorry, I can see the flag correctly now. They're from Canada.
Oh, it's Canadian
I
crew.
could just see the red and white flag.
It did look like a Japanese flag for a moment there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a Canadian crew.
Yep, nice job, ladies. In a Matahina. Another crew coming in, Unlimited. Coming across on a Matahina boat here.
We're on the other side. Yeah, and the boat was positioning correctly where we can't see.
A lot of crews here battling it out till the crossing the line, giving up what they got left. That looks like a junior crew, I believe. Yeah, you can hear them pushing each other.
A couple of mixed crews coming across the finish line there.
Oh yeah, it's the mixed crew here. Oh, I know this is.
Some of our Koa Va'a coming across the line.
Oh, here comes our first Koa.
Yep. Some mixed crews came in. Saw them as well.
Yep. Seeing a first Koa right here crossing. Oh, it's a Keoa Canoe Club. First Koa. Nice work. Yeah, finishing their home base. This looks like a Lanakila crew right there. The Unlimited. So here you guys are getting a good view of the bay. And back to crews finishing across the line here.
Lili'uokalani Canoe Club here, based upon those jerseys that they have. That's a very telltale sign for them. Kilohana from the island of Kauai coming in. They had a great representation with their juniors over at the World Sprints. That they're coming around the point there. Kilohana, you can see coming around the point there into the finish line here. And as we had mentioned, wherever there is
Thank you guys for hanging with us here. Finish of the women's and some of the mixed at Queen Lili'uokalani race from Kailua Kona down to Honaunau.
Yama's Roofing, the sponsors of Puna Canoe Club. Get all those folks lined up on the beach there, Katie. There's a ton of spectators and a lot of our kane paddlers getting ready to swim out and trade out in the finish line there. But coming into our finish here, we have a Puna Canoe Club. Yeah, a beautiful shot of Puna coming in behind them. That is canoe number 248. And right behind them will be another Matahina crew coming in. Beautiful work from 248. That is Open Women, Puna Canoe Club, Lili'uokalani. Beautiful work. And behind them in the Matahina division, crew number 220. Again, folks, that's going to be Matahina Unlimited, Nakai Evalu Canoe Club. Great finish from them.
This looks like 258.
Looks like another Are Matahina coming in. 258. That's going to be, let's see, Hine Moana Ocean Sea Stars. This is that group of ladies. I think a bunch of them were from New Zealand.
Yes.
And this is a 40-plus Matahina finishing here with that beautiful hulakai design across the side.
Black and red. 195.
Yep, crew 195 also coming across here.
And then 188.
This is junior girls. This is Kilohana Hoiva from the island of Kauai. These girls did great at World Sprints last weekend. Man, they've been sailing on a lot of laus to get the flights back and forth here to Big Island, but and flying all the way back to Kauai for school.
Just behind them was the Hokualele Wahine.
Hokualele, yep.
And the Matahina.
A lot of the Matahina crews coming in right about now. Also some open and spec boats. We have crew number 230 coming across in our yellow.
That's the NCC.
Napili Canoe Club from Lahaina in Maui. Aloha, ladies. Thank you for coming and welcome.
And here's the Osloa Wahine, 40-plus unlimited iron.
Nice finishes there from those ladies as they come across. And look how great all of those those big coconut trees look in the background, all the texture, the big slopes of the Mauna here on Big Island. Beautiful stuff. And again,
so you guys are seeing on screen some crews coming around the corner, coming into the bay. Trying to let you guys know who we see coming across the line.
That's 448 from Huinalu coming across the finish line there. Huinalu in an unlimited canoe. This is 439 in the Matahina
and that's
division.
Kaiopua.
And 209. It looks like Lili'uokalani Canoe Club from Maui. That's Sharon Baladoy steering them in here. Lili'uokalani Canoe Club. 166 coming across here. 166.
166 is Lili'uokalani Canoe Club.
Lili'uokalani Canoe Club. All right, 166. And 182.
182 is going to be Huinalu Canoe Club Junior Girls.
Oh, all right. Junior Girls from Huinalu right there.
Yeah.
And 182 in a spec Bradley boat. And 217 in another Bradley right behind them.
Uh, 245 is going to be Lili'uokalani Canoe Club.
All right, and it looks like we may have, is that another Puna boat? 245?
That's a Matahina, yep.
245?
Yeah.
That is Hanalei Canoe Club. And 254 right behind them. Oh, I thought I was dyslexic for a moment there. That is Manu Okekai, Team Orange, in another Matahina. Nice work, Manu
yeah,
Okekai.
Back here, we got
Manu
a tight
Okekai
pack
from,
of paddlers coming to the finish line now.
North shore of the island of Oahu.
All battling each other.
And here comes crew number 203. That is Kihei Canoe Club from
right on the front of your screen there.
Maui. Yeah. Ooh, another Koa canoe coming across here.
Kaiopua
It's going to be
Club
fast and furious, folks. We're doing our best. That Koa canoe, that's going to be Kaiopua. Kaiopua's Koa canoe right there. And another Hulakai boat coming across. 181.
Yep, that was
what a battle.
That was a good battle there between an unlimited, a spec boat, and a Koa.
Yep.
All coming in together.
181, that was Team Kawai Hoa.
And this looks like Outrigger Canoe Club teens.
205 here. Outrigger Canoe Club Blue. And Ko'olau Loa Canoe Club from the east side
there
of
you
the
can see them now,
island of
Outrigger
Oahu.
Canoe Club teens.
La hui o Ko'olau Loa. Kaihitu. Kaihitu Iron Girls in an unlimited coming across there. Ooh, and what a battle here between these. They got to let them in, man. That girl's kind of pushing to the buoy.
We can hear all these ladies yelling and trying to push each other.
Let me in, God fun it.
Some good finishes here.
Beautiful finish there.
Here we've got 3 spec boats coming in together.
That's crew number 259, Hawaiian. That's the 55 plus in the red and white with the pink jerseys. And just outside of them, I think that's crew number 210. 210.
Oh, yep. And then
is going to be
the closer
open
boat
women
there
from Lili'uokalani Ohe. Nice work, ladies.
Yep.
Nice work in the purple jerseys.
The canoe in the top of the 3 here. That's from Australia. Runona Cuff Steering. She used to be at Kaiopua Canoe Club, so she'd know these waters well. Good job, Runona.
213 coming across. That's Team Nu'uko'ila. There's an open women's crew. And another koa. 434. 434 was Huiva'o Waiakea. That is a 40 plus in a koa. Ooh, a juniors crew coming across here. That is crew number 133. I think that's some ladies from New Zealand. That is our junior girls, 18 and under, Team Teare. Man, I love this part of the race, Katie. There's so many battles between all the crews.
So many battles.
All not even in the same division, but they're just going at it. Crew number 170. That is a 40-plus crew from Haleiwa Outrigger, Forever 21. Looking good, ladies. Forever 21. And 252 next to them. That is an open crew from Puna. That's the Titas from Puna Canoe Club, an open crew. All right.
These guys have sort of lost most of their number, so
I think this is a is that a mainland team? Is that a Lanakila team? Another Lanakila team? 4-3, I think I see out there. Not too sure. But I want to say from the jerseys, that kind of looks like Lanakila. We're coming in on a 107. 107 is Safe 6, they call. Safe 6. Definitely want to go Safe 6.
And there's a 140.
That's a 40 plus.
140 and 123.
140, that's Konkwi Kontikawais. That's a 40 plus from an indigenous tribe and a mixed crew right next to them. 123 was that mixed crew. That was 123 was the mixed 50s. Lake Havasu, all right.
Oh, awesome.
Lake
Arizona.
Havasu, all right, coming in from a landlocked jurisdiction, but came here to play. And, man, as we look up the coast, there is just a ton of canoes coming in here ready to finish. Wow, look at that beach. Everybody's ready to go. And here come the juniors from Kalahui Kai, number 218. Tiana Winter steering them. 218. That is Kalahui Kai, Paddlers of Laka Unlimited.
Yep, and then we have a 201, a 148, and 180.
Yeah, 148. 148, that's a 60s mix. Imoa Outrigger Canoe Club, California.
Oh, awesome.
California crew. 160 was a 55 plus from Kona Athletic Club. Ladies. 238, that's Hoi Mana Manawahine, I believe 238 is that's a Maori crew. Hoi Mana.
199 and 300 is the koa.
Yep, 300 in the koa coming across. 199 is going to be the open women from Kamehameha Crew Club on Maui. And the novice bees from Kaiopua. 134 is another juniors crew. 134, we got you. 134, that's a junior crew from Lanakila Outrigger in California. Nice work, ladies. Oh, man, there's a quick break here, but we're going to see a pile of canoes trying to come across. You can see them kind of out there. This is an easy shucks. What do you think, Katie? 10 canoes?
At least.
Maybe 12 or 13?
Yes. In a tight
Man,
pack.
they're all going to try to get. I hope the canoes in the front realize that they got to keep paddling once they cross the line. This is a crew from Canada leading this bunch in the Matahina division. This is crew 159. That is the FCRCC Vancouver Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club.
Yep.
In the Open Unlimited. Nice work, ladies from Canada. 347.
247.
247. 247 in the Matahina division is Nava'a Hanakahi Canoe Club. That is a juniors. Man, this is just too much to call here. We're going to do our best.
Yep. Now you're going to see right here.
263. That was 263 was the AHCC Iolana.
See these
40
these
plus.
crews right here. 3 crews battling it out as they cross the line.
186. Imua Kailua, Ho'ulu. Another Puna Canoe Club here. Man, they are strong. 253. They have a lot of ladies on the water today. It's a 50 plus right there in that green canoe. Crew number 211 there. .211 was open from Lahaina Canoe Club. The ladies. 193. 193, that's a Matahina Division 40 plus. So juicy. They say the juice was worth the squeeze. 110, 110, that's a 40 plus Darwin Outrigger Canoe Club.
Awesome.
Interesting. Where's
Australia.
Darwin from? Australia?
Northern Australia.
From Darwin. 200. That's a 60 plus Team Pink. 6 in the pink.
Another little gap, and then there's going to be another pack of canoes battling.
Oh,
it
that
out
was a
to
little
cross
rush
the
there,
finish.
huh? It's funny how, like, with this big ocean, the canoes are almost magnetic to each other. They're all, like, kind of pulling. And you can see how busy this waterway is getting here. Man, canoes just pulling up on the beach. They're trying to find their kane to switch out. Walking up on the rocks, trying not to get any vana stuck in their feet. What a beautiful bay here. And you can see how quickly it gets deep. We're over there just to the right of your starting line. And 114 coming across the finish line as well. 114. That is Lokahi Outrigger of Jacksonville. They're 50 plus. Nice work. Jacksonville, Florida. 109 coming across. 109 is Team Orca. That's the Kikaha Okikai. It's age 50 mixed. 204. Alex, can she do this? Can she sit like this, like how Maggie Joyce sit?
Is that 268?
268 in the Matahina division coming across. That is a 40s Matahina Hoimana. I think that as well is a Maori group. Hoimana. Go ahead, Big Island. Oh, Hoimana Canoe Club. Yeah, you're right. 266. 266 is Kai Ehitu Vahina Iva.
It's a great paint job.
Yeah. 156 is Manuoke Kai Unlimited.
265.
265 is Kai Ehitu Iron Girls.
226.
226 finishing there. That is 50 plus mix Brew Crew.
235.
The Brew Crew. I like it. 235 from right here in Honau now. That's Keoa Navis Wahine.
175.
We got 175 coming across. That is a 60 plus crew from Kailua Canoe Club, the Kaehu Kai.
That does look like Carlene Ornelas. Awesome, ladies. Wonder how times Carlene has done this race.
Quite a few. 189. You're looking at a 55's Tamal Place Outrigger Canoe Club. Not sure where they're from. Looking good, ladies. 267 getting ready to cross here. That is Kai Ehitu, the Kona Crushers. Look at that. They are crushing. The Kona Crushers. Nice work, ladies.
Yeah, another really nice paint job on their canoe.
Yep.
That's the canoe that you guys are seeing about to cross the line here.
$144 is a mixed 50s. That is crew here, hold my beer, round 2. Here, hold my beer, Hana Ho. 104 is a 50 plus from Outrigger Santa Cruz.
178. Coming across the green canoe there with the bright shirts.
178 in the green shirts there. That is 70s crew. Wow, from Keoho.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Now maybe you could say Kapuna.
Yeah, those are Kapuna for sure. That's a mixed 50s. 223. That is Kapoli o Ehukai Outrigger Canoe Club.
441.
We don't have a 441. I think we're missing a pager. Another koa coming across.
Waikoloa.
Yep, Waikoloa's koa, I think. .273, that would be koa 40s from Kauai High Canoe Club. 262 is the AHCC 55 Sunshine Crew.
And that's the teal and white boat that you guys will see crossing in just a second here.
151.
151 in white jerseys. Yeah, we got a pack coming in. 151 looks like, are they from? We don't have a number for them. That might be a Maori crew.
Looks like another Manuoke Kai crew coming up.
214 is a Team Pali'uli. That's a 50 plus mixed.
208's coming up. The red and white boat.
208 looks like a juniors crew.
Looks like from Outrigger Canoe Club.
Yeah, it might be an Outrigger Juniors. 208.
And red canoe.
That's Outrigger Canoe Club.
194.
194. That is the Bougie Babes of Kamamalahoy.
And then
Open women.
112 is the
Bougie
koa.
Babes. And that koa in 112, that's going to be the koa women, 40 plus, from the OOCC Golden Wahines. What is OOCC? Not sure. 222. That is a 9-person unofficial holo holo women, Navahini o Keao Kaha. It's unofficial because I think they may have a paddler that's under 15. 274. 274 is Kauai High Canoe Club from here on the Big Island.
127.
That's badass and beautiful.
264.
264. 264. That's AHCC 40 women mamas, 40 plus.
Okay, this yellow one is 162. Oh, and sorry, they're both here, red and yellow.
Yep, red and yellow. 105. That is 60 plus Outrigger Santa Cruz. Yeah, ladies. Way to go. Crushing it. Looks like another mixed crew coming in there in red and yellow. One is red and yellow, one is yellow and red. In case you're wondering.
It's like 244 coming across.
244, that's the
white
open
canoe.
women, the Misfit Mermaids of Kale Kaha Canoe Club.
Misfit Mermaids.
Yeah, Misfit Mermaids.
It's a fun name.
The names they come up with are awesome. Misfit Mermaids, they don't look misfit to me. I think more mermaids than misfit. What you think? Yep. All right, we have another group coming across here. And just by the numbers that we've called, I kind of feel like we're getting down to the nitty griddles over here. Some of our, we got Kenji in the water. That's our best production guy, down for anything. Edit till the early morning hours and jump in the water, pick up trash, pack gear. Kenji does it all.
142.
Does it all with a smile.
Yep. Coming in is crew number 142. That's a 40 plus from the Hawaiian Outrigger Canoe Voyaging Society. 121.
And 155. Looks like they're from Noosa.
Yep, Noosa from Australia. Yep. 121, that's Sudden Impact Paddling, Keikoa Spirit. 110. Canopy. We called them already. Darwin.
190.
Unless we had two 110s. 190. 190. Really? 190 is going to be the
239 is the koa. Another koa about to come across.
102, that's Santa Cruz Outrigger Open Women. And in the koa was crew number 139. That was the Mata.
Okay, 122.
122, Fairy Gorge. 50 plus from Fairy
Canada.
Gorge. Canada, yep.
Yep.
Yep, we're getting most of our crews across the line already. We still have some coming around the corner out there. Again, we have more male paddlers here than female paddlers, and so there's actually every one of these crews will have somebody to change out with. Crew 109 here coming across.
Yep, that's Team Orca from Kikaha Okekai. That's a mixed 50s.
It looks like a junior crew coming across the line here, number 269.
Okay, that would be the Keoho, or in Kaiopua, Youth Va'au Girls. So it's a partly from Keoho and partly from Kaiopua.
237.
That's going to be the Masters Wahine Okeao, 40 plus. Nice work, ladies.
All right, here we
That's
go.
the Santa Cruzers are about to come across.
Santa Cruz is a
60
mixed
plus.
crew.
Yeah, it's mixed
60 plus
60s.
mixed crew.
Okay, the 117, that's the VOS Wicked Wahines. Open women.
Oh, number 3 has seen better days. I got to get rid of that. They got to get rid of that Life Vest. I think it's killing them.
This looks like it might be another
Yep.
crew from the
108.
same club.
Or is that 106? 106.
106, Outrigger
crew.
Santa Cruz.
Outrigger Santa Cruz mix.
Mixed 50s. Amy Young is pointing out to us that this canoe here, the Keokea, actually has won the Nawahine Okekai race before. Beautiful canoe.
All right, some more crews coming across the line here. Could this be Kiayako Hoi, crew number 228?
It's going to be, Kiayako
Hoi from Oahu and 130
60s
coming
women.
in behind them. That looks like our crew from Canada, First Nations people that we saw earlier on in the day, followed up by
It says
224.
Fefine Toa.
224 coming up here.
.224 is going to be Lokahi, Auntie Michelle's Boba Girls, Open Women.
141.
Saying they couldn't hear us. I'm sorry, just double check that people see they can't hear us. All right, crew 141 there.
141 is the Onake women.
Oh yeah, another First Nation people.
Yeah, 50
and
plus.
here we go, 149 in a Kaiopua canoe.
That's a Oceanside Outrigger.
Yeah,
Canoe Club.
Oceanside
Open
Outrigger.
women.
Nice work, Oceanside.
101.
That's a Kikaha Blazing Silver Paddles.
101.
60 plus mixed.
All right, we're getting into some of our final crews coming across the finish line here, wrapping it up. Make sure we've got everybody accounted for. Great day of racing here out on the Kona coast. And as we can see, coming into Honau now, it is beautiful, beautiful stuff here.
I would say let's get that canoe, let's get that canoe there, and then we'll call it the broadcast for now. Go into a break.
Coming in here. What happens on the break? You got something to play? You're going to show up.
So this is the VOS Salty Sirens 40 plus Iron Crew. Nice work, ladies.
Minutes after the last canoe finishes.
So just a few more canoes coming around the corner into the bay. Okay, we've got another crew. Looks like a crew from Japan coming in. They're in a Kauai High Canoe Club canoe.
You want me to push them over to the YouTube? No. Because we want to build their Facebook. Is the Facebook also on?
Yep, this is from the Wailea Canoe Club that's in Japan. This crew's a 40-plus age group. Nice finish. Heading into across the finish line. And beyond them, lots of canoes that are switching out with the men's crews. Men getting ready for their race is probably going to start in another hour or so.
Nice work by Japan. So cool. Hey, folks, we're getting ready to close up shop for the women's race here as some of our last canoes come over. The men's race will start 20 minutes after the last canoe comes in. So we're thinking that's going to be roughly about 11:30. We're going to go dark shortly here for just a little while, but be certain that we'll be up and live just a few minutes before we head off and start the men's race. Now, we had a little bit of connectivity issues earlier. As you can see, there's a limited, we're in a rural area. There's limited, wireless available here. And so, as you can see, there's a ton of users on shore. Probably a lot of you folks trying to log on to the Ocean Paddler Facebook to watch the live coverage. And so we had a few minutes of darkness there, but we're back up. We're going. Congratulations out to all of the ladies that paddled here today. I mean, they killed it. And what a beautiful day of racing. Congratulations especially to Puna, who won overall in a Tiger Va'a. They look so smooth out there. Although Unlimited's 40s in another Unlimited canoe, they came in second place. That's great. But look at this beach, folks. You can just see how crowded it is, how many people, and that's why we're having some of our connectivity issues. Of course, again, we're going to be back up shortly. Stay with us. We're going to be back either on our YouTube at Ocean Paddler, Ocean Paddler's Facebook page, or Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race's Facebook page. But the action will continue, get hot and heavy for the men's race. And Katie and I will be here bringing you the best in live coverage of outrigger canoe paddling.
We're going to do a reveal coming back to your face, and then back to the reveal. And then
All right, so Katie, give us your a quick impression of what you felt about this the women's race. That you can see everybody's kind of basically pow here, and the men are just kind of staged and getting ready to get back out there.
Well, this is what I'd say was kind of typical Kona conditions. I mean, you never know quite what you're going to get, how much wind there's going to be, what direction it's blowing. The current's probably going to change what's going on with the tide. But this was typical, beautiful Kona conditions, a little texture on the water from the wind. Looks like there wasn't any big mishaps or anything that happened. But, yeah, this was a great race, a big mix of canoe types, and we could see them as they came across from the beginning to the end, all mixed up through there with the Koas and the Unlimiteds and the spec boats. So, yeah, fabulous racing, and looks like just about everybody's done with this first leg of the race.
Yeah, we're getting pretty much close to power, and I think it's such a cool sight to see that lush uplands, beautiful Honau now on your right there, the city of refuge. And you can see all the canoe in the bay there, all the folks on shore, the beautiful textures in the water, how clean and pristine the environment is out here, and what a beautiful place to race, and how lucky we are to come and be here. And so many mahalos out to all the gang from Kaiopua and the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Races for putting this on, because, again, in my opinion, this is the one race you don't want to miss, right? This is the one, really, especially if you're coming from off island or you're coming from mainland, all these other places. This is the one you want to come to. Look how beautiful it is. The logistics are easiest here at the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Races, and it is truly a multi-day festival. And we are going to be coming back to you in probably about another 30 to 40 minutes. We're going to go dark for a quick span here. We're going to come back with the men's race, and that's going to be back there. I think they're going to have a little bit of current in their face, but they'll have a tailwind following them there, and we'll get all the action here with our Kane. But congratulations to all the women and mixed crews that were on the water this morning. Man, some great racing and a great finish by our ladies from Puna. Congratulations, Mai Tairoa. And we'll be right back with our coverage of the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe races from here in the Kona Coast, from beautiful Pu'uhonua Honau Nau, Ahuiho, Hoipa'a. And we'll be right back with the men's in about 30 minutes plus. Ahuiho.